Brian Olison captivated The Voice viewers during season 25. The former Newsboys guitarist made an impressive run with Team John Legend, ultimately finishing third behind winner Asher Hevon and runner-up Josh Sanders. Although he didn't walk away with the crown, Olison delighted viewers when his daughter Jadyn joined him on stage for a sweet duet of Corinne Bailey Rae's "Put Your Records On." Now Jadyn Cree Olison has returned to claim her own time in the spotlight, and she's looking like a serious contender. Jadyn Cree auditions for The Voice. 1 year after her father, Brian Olison, nearly won The Voice, Jadyn Cree returned to make her mark. The 23-year-old saw during Sunday's February 3, season 27 premiere with a rendition of Paramore's "Still Into You." One viewer praised her infectious energy, writing, "She had a lightness to her voice, but pulled out those power notes with ease. This was fresh and sweet, and she's Brian Olison's daughter." Jadyn earned chair turns from defending champ Michael Bublé and first-time coach Kelsey Ballerini. Although Ballerini called her voice pure, Bublé played the dad card, which ultimately gave him the advantage. Immediately after the premiere of the most recent season of The Voice, it is abundantly evident that the competition is getting more intense from the very beginning. An artist whose voice immediately captured fans, as well as the coaches, was responsible for one of the most impressive performances that took place during the season 27 blind auditions program. When Jadyn Cree, a young singer with a lot of skill, entered the stage with a copy of the infectious popular song "Still Into You" by Paramore, the consequences were nothing short of astounding. She was able to turn all 4 chairs of the coaches, including Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Kelsey Ballerini, demonstrating that her vocal skill is truly something that is exceptional. Not only did she manage to amaze the crowd, but she also managed to turn all 4 chairs. A daring beginning, the selection of the song. The song "Still Into You," which was initially released by Paramore in 2013, is a pop-punk anthem that combines appealing choruses with lyrics that are both energetic and emotionally powerful. Fans have always been drawn to the song because of its lively speed and the message that it conveys, which is that love and loyalty are unchanging. On the other hand, what made Jadyn Cree's performance so remarkable was her ability to take this well-known, high-energy song and imbue it with her own distinctive sound and manner. It wasn't just a matter of covering it up, she took it upon herself. The confidence that Jadyn possesses as an artist is demonstrated by the fact that she chose to cover a song that is not just difficult, but also emotionally charged. Jadyn selected to perform a song that required not only vocal power, but also a sense of personality and stage presence. While many candidates may choose to use a more traditional or balladic approach during their blind auditions, Jadyn chose to present a song that required both of these qualities. When she first started singing, it was immediately apparent that she was at ease on stage. She took ownership of the song with a level of maturity that was much beyond her years. During the performance, an emotional and powerful journey was taken. Jadyn's voice immediately drew attention from the very first note as soon as it was heard. She began with a tone that was slightly more subdued and reflective, and as the song went, she gradually added more intensity to her performance. Her command of the instrument was impeccable, and she flawlessly transitioned from softer, more intimate passages to the tremendous crescendos that are characteristic of the song. However, what truly struck out was her ability to portray the emotional complexity of the song. Although it is a song about love and devotion, it is also about vulnerability and joy. Her ability to perform this song was simply remarkable. The version that Jadyn provided was extremely vibrant and layered, and she was able to reach into all sides of the spectrum. The versatility of her voice was on full show. She displayed a smooth lower register, which was rich and full, in the verses, while in the chorus, she nailed soaring high notes with astonishing ease. Her lower register was rich and full. In spite of the fact that her voice was undeniably technical, the thing that truly distinguished her from other performers was the genuineness with which she delivered each phrase. It was the emotional connection to the music that drove all 4 coaches to react in such a powerful manner. Because of this emotional connection, you could feel the passion and intensity that was behind every statement. Jadyn's performance evolved into a full-on demonstration of her vocal prowess as the song reached its greatest point of intensity. Her command of the crescendo was impeccable. Her voice rose to unfathomable heights without ever appearing to be strained. It was the final high note in particular that was a showstopper. It was a moment of sheer vocal talent that had everyone on the edge of their seats. The kind of moment that causes viewers to sit up and take notice is the kind that we had here. Their reactions. A struggle for Jadyn Cree in the coaching world. During a blind audition, it is somewhat unusual for all 4 coaches to turn their chairs at the same time. It is a moment that is extremely rare and much sought after on The Voice. Therefore, when the final note of Jadyn's performance rang out, it was practically a guarantee that the coaches would be frantically trying to get her to join their squad. Indeed, within a matter of seconds, Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Kelsea Ballerini had all rotated their seats in anticipation of the opportunity to collaborate with this exceptionally brilliant singer. When Adam Levine, who is known for being a coach who is always competitive, was the first to press his button, his eyes widened with admiration. As he attempted to persuade Jadyn to become a member of his team, he soon entered the conflict and offered the charisma and wit that have become his trademarks. It was his way of highlighting her perfect pitch and emotional depth that he referred to her as absolutely incredible. The passion that he displayed was palpable, and it was obvious that he saw a great deal of potential in her. It was impossible for Michael Bublé, whose style is characterized by a smooth jazz touch, to refrain from spinning his chair. He lauded her variety, pointing out that she possessed the kind of voice that could readily transition between different musical genres. Bublé, who is well known for his own vocal prowess, was keen to collaborate with a singer who could not only tackle the technical hurdles of the song, but also offer something new to it. He was looking for someone who could do both. Considering that John Legend is well known for his capacity to connect with and guide artists in the soul and R&B genres, it was impossible for him not to be impressed by Jadyn's ability to deliver such a spectacular performance. He explained that he believed he could assist her in exploring even more of her range and potential, and he remarked about the depth and richness that she possessed in her voice. Even the country pop sensation Kelsea Ballerini was completely enthralled by the performance. On a more personal level, she was able to relate to Jadyn because she identified with her as a fellow female artist. Jadyn found Kelsea's down-to-earth personality and her experience in navigating the market to be major selling elements. This was especially true when she spoke on the significance of being genuine and true to oneself as an artist. The competition for Jadyn Cree was tough, and each coach brought their own distinct point of view and direction to the table. The question was not simply about their credentials, rather, it was about the manner in which they engaged with Jadyn as a person and as an artist. It was evident that each coach saw something exceptional in Jadyn, despite the fact that they each had their own distinctive approach to stressing the areas in which they might assist Jadyn in developing. It wasn't only the notes that she hit that elicited their responses. Rather, it was the feeling, the artistry, and the unmistakable talent that she brought to the stage. A promising future awaits Jadyn according to her choice. In the wake of receiving feedback from each of the 4 coaches, Jadyn was faced with a challenging choice. One of the most significant choices that an artist may make is selecting a coach, as this selection will have a significant impact on their journey on The Voice. The fact that all 4 coaches were competing for her talent demonstrates how much promise they saw in her being a prospective player. It was ultimately up to Jadyn to make her choice, but for the sake of the show, we will have to wait and discover which coach she ultimately decided to go with. However, there is one thing that can be said with absolute certainty. With a voice that is as strong and flexible as hers, she is in for a wonderful adventure, regardless of who she chooses to collaborate with. It was only the beginning of what is sure to be an exciting run on The Voice that she participated in during her audition. To summarize, a rising star is on the horizon. During the blind auditions for season 27 of The Voice, Jadyn Cree gave a rendition of Still Into You by Paramore. This performance provided a clear indicator of the ability and artistry that she brings to the stage. In the course of the competition, she stood out as one of the most stunning contenders due to the fact that her voice is capable of conveying both force and emotion. There is no question that Jadyn is an artist that is worth keeping an eye on, regardless of whether she is performing anthems like this one, or she is plunging into more intimate ballads. Her future in the competition is bright, and we can't wait to see where this trip takes her. Her future is bright. Despite the fact that there are a lot of excellent contenders this season, Jadyn Cree has already demonstrated that she has the vocal capabilities to make an impression that will last. Her voice is one that will continue to shine throughout the competition and beyond. She is not just a singer, she is an artist, and her voice is one that will sparkle. Brian Olison is one proud dad. When Jadyn Cree Olison announced on social media that she was auditioning for season 27 of The Voice, her father couldn't hold back his pride. "So proud of you, sweetheart. Can't wait to see your journey unfold. Love you." Brian Olison commented on the post. The 51-year-old Nebraskan then headed to his own page to gush further, sharing a sweet picture of himself holding baby Jadyn. "Just when I thought this crazy wonderful ride on The Voice couldn't get any better. I can't even begin to describe how this makes me feel," he wrote in the caption. "I'm so proud of my girl for just leaning in and embracing this opportunity."